Op4 TV, another episode. I'm Bill from the BX. I'm here with
Gordon Rose, aka Song First Class Rose, aka Gourmet Gordo, chef like Raekwon, you know.
Straight out the BX. What's good, fam? How you feel?
Good, cuz.
This is my little big cousin right here. I'm always happy to see him. Always happy to hang out and chop it up with him. Shouts out to my cousin Taisha and congratulations on you and Felton's wedding.
It was a good time.
Great time, yo. Tell us about your I understand that you're looking to be like the first United States Army member to get the surgery, the taller, to get you extend your femurs. You're gonna get 6 inches added to your femurs, and now when you get taped, you'll be 5'8".
Rib shot.
You know what I'm saying?
Rib shot.
5'8". How many inches is that?
I'm shooting for 6'2".
Okay.
Big jump.
Okay.
Big jump, but I got long arms.
You got long arms, you're gonna handle that. It's gonna make your the PRT is not gonna be easy to have coordination with all that extra inches added to your femur.
I'm screwed on the ACFT.
You're done. But you're gonna pass tape. You're gonna pass tape. You're the first time you won't have to be taped. That way you're gonna be good, man. Now tell us about your military career.
4 years Marine.
Hoorah.
Went in after my big cousin.
Hey. Surviving poverty on this side.
No college money available. I had to go get out the projects.
Gotta get out the Eden Wall.
Then I smartened up a little bit, just a bit. Went into the Army.
Always hiring.
Yeah, right.
No matter how much of a bum you is.
Yeah, but I was a cook in the Marines because my MOS wasn't available after I got sent home for a bench warrant. I started out as commo, signal, and went in open contract. But it was one of the best things ever because I did something that I was really great at that I found out down the line.
Something you always love to do. You always love cooking.
Nah, not really, bro. I just always on punishment in the house.
Fam, every time I came through, you was over the pot with the glizzy and beans. You was stirring the pot of glizzy and beans. You was like Gargamel from the Smurfs.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, Asriel, we're gonna get these Smurfs, and you stirring the pot.
Putting the beans on the glizzy. Yeah. I didn't want to say that. I really didn't want to say that.
What you up to now, though? You like you said, Song First Class, Army Nasty Guard.
Yeah.
New York City.
So from the projects, military's easy. So I always got promoted fast.
Mm-hmm.
And even when I came from the Marines and went over to the Guard, National Guard, Nasty Guard, right?
Yeah, Nasty Guard.
Yeah. They saw right away that it was like, yeah, we gotta get this kid promoted.
So taking initiative, doing everything it takes.
So I got sergeant fast,
Mm-hmm.
but then I sat there because I was still a little unseasoned.
Okay.
Well, I got staff sergeant fast. That's where I sat for most of the time.
Yeah.
But recently I went back into the kitchen because I was 88 Mike before that, transportation.
Mm-hmm.
That's why my career seemed a little stagnant.
Okay.
I went back into the kitchen and I got my 7. So
congrats.
that's where I stand
Congrats,
now.
yo. Congrats. You're doing it up for the fam. All the family. It used to be me they look up to, but now they looking up to you, the next generation, because you over here getting it done. Big Gordo. Yo, the FDNY. How many years you been on you've been holding the hose?
Damn, bro. You just at me. So that was another great decision of mine. You come back to the city from serving,
mm-hmm.
and your veteran points actually help you obtain a career.
Okay. So
I had 5 extra points. I've been on the fire department now since 2008 for 13 years.
Hey, good job, man. It's hard work.
Proud
of you, man. Getting it done.
And as you see in the media, you deal with a lot of crap.
Yeah. Well,
that's another topic.
That's another topic. New York City, 2020, front lines for COVID-19. Tell me what you saw.
All right, so it's gonna sound crazy.
Okay.
It really is. So I got activated. I didn't need to be activated because I have a job where I'm a first responder where we can opt out.
Yeah.
But I always look at that as another opportunity to stack chips. So I take
double dip, y'all.
Exactly. So I take it. In the fire department, they went through hell. Responding to people's apartments under now Corona protocols,
Wow.
which was a little more geared up than we usually respond. The PPE was extensive.
Mask with the helmet, all the other equipment
Yes,
you got.
full face shield, everything. Complete body substance isolation, BSI, that's what we call it.
Okay.
But meanwhile, on the military side, there were things needed that we provided. We would collect them in and store them in a hangar on the Air Force base. So transportation, that was a big operation for us.
Okay.
We would receive the medical equipment, masks, gloves. We even had oxygen tanks at a point, which I would. Meanwhile, these soldiers have no medical training. Because I'm telling soldiers, hey, be careful with those oxygen tanks. They can turn into missiles. They did not know this, nor did they know that oxygen is flammable.
That's a great point. That's a great point. And what we see in New York City happened most recently with one of the strongest mandates. We're gonna get to that. We're gonna hold off on that.
Yeah.
But how do you feel about the COVID-19 vaccination mandates?
It's unfair.
Yeah.
Way unfair because,
yeah.
As you see on the internet now, people are expressing themselves, mostly through memes, but this isn't a joke. But it's last year you're praised as the heroes. You're on the front lines.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's on lockdown, can't come out, but you still have to respond. You still have to work. And from your prior question, I didn't get to the fact that started at our mission.
Yeah.
We got called that they needed 40 to 50 soldiers of ours.
Yeah.
I stayed back. I would have went forward. Once I found out what it was, I wanted to go forward because I didn't think it was fair for my soldiers to be there and have to do that. And I was back. But they went to the city and had to go in apartments. Remember the surge?
Yeah.
Door to door, clearing houses. The soldiers had to go apartment to apartment with a medical examiner, and the medical examiner would come, declare whoever's in there as deceased. They would bag and tag.
Yeah.
They would throw them in a body bag and then get them downstairs to a refrigeration truck.
And how prepared do you think your soldiers were for that mission?
Man.
OJT on the job training.
So full full PPE, which makes it even a little more difficult to maneuver, and they're not trained in this.
They're not.
They're carrying full body weight, which is,
That's how you get the name Nasty Guard. You carry a lot of weight. I'm being honest.
Absolutely. One of the hardest duties in the military comes from the National Guard.
Absolutely.
Everybody else probably has it a lot easier.
Absolutely. Because our mission for those active duty, a lot of people active duty are going to disagree. But for our mission, we do get trained effectively and we get trained thoroughly.
Absolutely.
Nasty Guard, as much as we have jokes and as much as we crack, they're not funded good enough. Besides the fact that they're not funded good enough, they're not trained good enough. And the mission comes quick.
Yeah.
You don't get 6 months to train up and ramp up and prepare for COVID in New York City like you get 6 months to train and ramp up in order to go to Iraq, Afghanistan. It's not the same. And New York and peace and love. So all my active duty service out there, but it just is what it is. When it comes down the pipe, the National Guards gets 48 to 72 hours to prepare to move. And it's no comparison. There's no comparison. So now in New York, we've seen the governor, Cuomo, get removed from office. Mm-hmm. They'll get a new governor. Mind you, Cuomo, this time last year, it was Cuomo for president. Mm-hmm. Now, we see he's not all the way behind the vaccine. So then he gets labeled feely touchy, chased out of office. Mm-hmm. New governor comes in, and within weeks, boom. If you're a healthcare worker, you're not vaccinated, you will be replaced with National Guard members. And that's what he just said, National Guard. are not always prepared for the mission.
And it's just an ushering of the key players they want into. It's the ushering of players that are going to play the game they want them to play, because Cuomo didn't respond and react how they wanted him to.
Yeah.
So here you go now, this replacement, gonna do whatever she has to do and do a good job, because she may shine.
She may shine. This is a shot. This is a big
It's a shot.
Man, to see Cuomo get done like that. We have elected in a new president in 2021, and one of the things that he said, he didn't say he was going to do, because he didn't have to say he wasn't going to do it, but the George Floyd policing bill, which removes diplomatic immunity from police. Cuomo did that in New York. He did that in New York, and it hasn't been done anywhere else in the country, but it's been done in New York. He did that, and they chased him out of that position for being fieldly touchy, without no charges actually being pressed, without no significant evidence, and it's sad. But what have you seen as far as COVID-19, vaccinations, and we was talking. Tell me about what you see what FEMA's doing.
So I'm the E7 at Aqueduct in Queens, vaccination hub.
That used to be a horse track, people. It used to be a horse track, and now
still
it's making a
is.
vaccination hub.
Still is. It's just not, it was an opportune time, because they removed that situation and they repositioned at Belmont.
Okay.
So they're not even stressing about us being here. Some places are, because this is running way longer than a lot of people thought. My outtake on it is, financially, it's gonna go for as long as they get rid of their product. They don't want none of this to go to waste, because they paid for this stuff.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like to me, being that we had so many doses available.
Yeah.
And then they'll extend, this and this. But
what you're saying is the vaccine is being refrigerated, and it has an expiration date of September 30th.
Absolutely.
But there's so many vaccines left by September 30th, they'll extend that vaccination date to October 15th.
Then they bring up the shelf life. No, the shelf life. Bam. All right, cool. All right, whatever. So me and the soldiers, we're making money. All right. There's a lot of money out here with this thing. To me, that seems the initiative. So speaking of money, I walk in and there's a table set up. And we were responsible for setting up the whole thing.
Okay.
Not me myself.
But your team.
I got on. Yes, the soldiers were there before I was.
Okay.
So anything out of ordinary, I noticed right away. There's a table there. There's an older man, an older woman setting up. I don't know who these people are. They have a little horse blanket sort of covering over the table. All right.
Okay.
So
they're in your AO, you don't know exactly what the mission is.
Absolutely.
So I'm sorry, yeah. Your area of responsibility.
Yes.
And you don't know exactly what their mission is, so you proceed to.
I inquire, and they tell me that they're there for FEMA. Well, that's what it says on the table. Thank you. But apparently, FEMA, the government, they're giving up to $9,000 back to families that have lost loved ones to COVID. And if you spent 10 grand burying your loved ones, the max is $9 grand. So you get up to $9,000 reimbursed
from the government.
To
bury your family member if they died due to complications from COVID-19.
Directly linked to COVID, nothing else. And that's unheard of. I've never heard of that.
That didn't happen. We know that didn't happen for HIV. We know that didn't happen for any of the H1N1, bird flu, swine flu. FEMA wasn't established during the Spanish flu. That doesn't happen for the regular common flu that we've had here in America for years, and we've had a vaccination for, but we still have up to like 3,000 deaths per year from the common flu. That's prior to 2019, with COVID and everything, and it's very interesting. I'd had to do my own research on it, and it looks like the amount that's the 9,000 is for New York State.
Okay.
Every city, not every city, but every state has different amounts. If you go on the FEMA website, you can see what's applies in your state. Dude, that's crazy.
Yeah,
It's basically saying that the government is taking responsibility for COVID-19 deaths. If that's the case, what's the government's role? We don't know. We don't know. We're not gonna do that.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna get you in no trouble.
Yeah.
You still hold positions. You gotta go to work in the morning. Hey, we not even gonna get
right
into all of that.
Morning too.
One of the things I want to do, want to address though, is why do you think the mRNA technology was chosen over standard inoculation?
mRNA.
It's a technology for vaccines that we've never seen used before. Well, never seen used effectively, because it's in the HIV vaccine. The HIV vaccine, we never seen it work, even though, unfortunately, Magic Johnson was on Jimmy Kimmel the other day thanking Dr. Fauci. And I'm thinking, all right, if Magic Johnson helped Dr. Fauci, if Dr. Fauci helped Magic Johnson survive HIV/AIDS, who else did he help? Because everybody else is gone.
No one else is going.
Everyone else is gone. But there is evidence of those first batch of vaccines that they did try to put out HIV. They killed 100 gay people in New York.
Yeah, I that when you mentioned that was actually my first time being familiar with that at all.
So, yeah, the mRNA technology.
Well, it's new situations.
Yeah.
You know, the times are different, and we know that comes with new weapons.
Yeah.
We've seen it
time and time again.
20 years of this country at combat.
Yeah.
And it's you don't know what they have in store for the country.
We don't.
To me, it's scary.
With these new mandates, we've never seen this before. I just hope and pray.
They're so forceful with it.
Yeah.
So forceful with it. You had COVID-19, and then what the next strain was Delta.
The Delta variant. Okay.
Then they mentioned another variant, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
But then all that seems to come out of this whole thing is communism.
They're pushing fear. They're forcing people to taking away your rights that you have as an American, and forcing you to fall in line with their agenda.
Causing division between families.
Using the media to push propaganda.
Municipalities.
Yeah.
It's a whirlwind of drama. It's a shitstorm.
Yeah.
And everybody's falling on one side, vaccinated, unvaccinated. Dude, the force that holds up this country is being scrutinized.
Yeah.
They're pushing out military members if you aren't vaccinated, and then they don't want to give you an honorable discharge.
Yeah.
After your 20 or so, if you made it that far, years of service.
For me, I joined. I joined back in '97. In '97, I went to Korea. To go to Korea, in 1997, you had to get the anthrax vaccination.
Yes.
I got the anthrax vaccination after 2001. They shut it off. They stopped giving out the anthrax vaccination. Here we are, years later, find out the anthrax vaccination has many side effects. Diabetes, loss of sight, loss of coordination, a plethora of things.
And I thought you were just slightly retarded, bro.
Which is accurate. It could be accurate, you know what I'm saying? But I took the anti-vaccination more than once.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? More than once. And, you know, as I was already fucked up from jump. You know what I'm saying? I came like that. I came like that from, you know, from eating more.
Now
it's solidified.
It makes
sense.
A lot of sense.
This is Op4 TV. Again, I want to appreciate you. Thank you for pulling up. We're going to go hit the park. We're going to hoop. What we doing? We out there?
Yeah, I'm going to watch you hoop. I have no ball kicks.
My daughter got some size 7s upstairs. Yeah, size 7s. Op4 TV, we out. Appreciate you.